So the case number 4, young adult man with soft nodule on the trunk. And here is the H&E. Busy.
Yeah, quite.
You know, in a routine practice, when I get a case like that, I don't like it. Because you just say, oh gosh, it's going to take
Slow down the day, isn't
it's
it?
going to be,
Yeah,
it's going to take time, or
absolutely.
but as a console, I enjoy them, because that's different kind of a setting. But I hate if case like, busy soft tissue case breaks my otherwise, uh, smooth sign out.
I know the older I get, the more I just want to see seborrheic keratoses and
Oh,
basal
I,
cells
I
so I
love
can
BCCs.
finish it and go home. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. So yeah, it's kind of a, and you did not provide any immunos for this, so we're just
No, I
trying
did
to,
not.
kind of get an idea of what the diagnosis might be on the H&E. Is there any particular area that you want me to
If you go
go?
oh, hold on, I can pull it up on my end. If you go to low power, I think it's maybe right down towards the bottom of that. Okay, first of all, see that little stripy area right under where your arrow is?
Right.
This is such a cool, it's like there's like tiger stripe kind of pattern. That's what I call it. I don't think that's a specific thing. I just thought it was so cool in this case that it's got these like rows of round cells, kind of like looks like a round blue cell tumor almost, right? But the cells are very small and
On
very
here.
bland and not like hypercellular sheets or mitotically active, but they
Like
look so round, right?
little
Um,
rosettes or some kind of a
yeah,
cluster?
almost like little rosettes. There's some areas that are a little more spindly. Let me pull this up on my end and find. There is an area that has the diagnostic
Here's there's
clue.
more of that tiger
Yeah, and
pattern.
then very, really extensive fat trapping, right? Honeycomb, really, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
So I see someone said, what about DFSP? So the thing about DFSP is usually it doesn't have round cells, right? It's usually thin, elongated spindle cells, not round blue looking cells like this. And myxoid liposarcoma, that's a really excellent idea too. They can have little rounded cells, not usually so cellular. They do in the more high grade form, or what used to be called round cell liposarcoma.
So gosh,
And
on the Mentimeter you can
oh yeah, sorry, I forgot
diagnose.
the
No,
voting. I'm
that's okay.
looking at the chat. Sorry,
No, that's okay.
got ahead of myself here.
You know, we have so yeah, I'm just going around, but I really we welcome your suggestions, and
Looking on my end
I'm
to
going
see
to
the.
load maybe
Oh,
20
there.
seconds.
When you pull it back up, I'll show you where the clue, the key to the
Okay.
diagnosis. Because I thought I knew where it was, and I just had to refresh my memory. It's been a little while since I looked
Okay,
at it.
I'm back on the
So on the top piece, near the bottom, near that green ink, just right dead center of the screen, go in closer. Uh-huh. And then right along that ink there, scroll a little bit to your, let's see. I'm trying to match the piece there. Where are you? You're at. Oh yeah, go a little to your left, past that crevice. Keep going along until there's like a big pink bundle over to the. Keep going left. There's a big pink area
right
and a
there.
couple little blood vessels above it. Oh, right there. There you go. That's the key. So
Okay.
now the diagnosis.
So
Oh,
let's see
sickle
what
cell
people
lipoma is a great idea. Great idea.
thought. You guys didn't do that great.
It's a hard case.
It's a hard case. Yeah, yeah, it's a hard case. So yeah, so what you're gonna dissect it for us.
So yeah, this is a case, and I had thankfully seen one. This is not the example that I saw in fellowship, but I saw one kind of like this in fellowship, and Dr. Weiss instantly recognized it and said, "Oh yes, this is diffuse neurofibroma." And I was like, "But it has round cells," and I'm so glad I saw that case because it's so different than the neurofibromas that we otherwise see. Right? This doesn't look at all like the cutaneous nodular neurofibromas or like the plexiform neurofibromas. So then Dr. Weiss said, oh, it's because diffuse neurofibromas, the Schwann cells are often more rounded and not as elongated as other forms of neurofibroma. And so sometimes they can have zones that look kind of like slightly cellular round blue cells, still very bland. And just like all neurofibromas, very rare mitoses. Mitoses are very infrequent in neurofibroma. And then when you look around, the fat trapping is not surprising at all. Diffuse neurofibromas usually entrap fat. And when you have a spindly diffuse neurofibroma, some diffuse neurofibromas are totally spindled and don't have any round cells like this. The round cell ones just are really weird and they confuse people, I think. They confused me when I first saw it. So the spindled ones, though, are another trap because they trap fat, they look a lot like DFSP. And guess what neurofibromas are positive for? CD34. So if you think DFSP and you do a CD34, you're going to get burned. So always remember in your differential, if you're thinking of DFSP, if there's any chance it could be diffuse neurofibroma, add an S100 or a SOX10 to make sure, and that will easily sort this out because that's going to always be positive in a neurofibroma, whereas CD34 will be positive both in DFSP and in diffuse neurofibromas. So the structure that we were showing you down at the bottom there near the ink, that's called a Wagner-Meissner body. And those are basically the tumor recapitulating Meissner corpuscles that you see, the fine touch receptors, tactoid receptors in the palmar and plantar aspect of your finger pads and toe pads. And they look like a little clustered aggregate of Meissner corpuscles there. And they are most commonly seen in diffuse neurofibromas. You don't always have them, but it's really nice. When you have them, boom, you got your answer. The other place you can see these much more often is in neurotized nevi, right? Neurotized nevi make a very similar structure that looks to me just like this. And some people call those Masson bodies or tactoid bodies, but I basically think of them as just the nevus version of Wagner-Meissner body, okay? So that's a really nice clue. And of course, if you did S100 here, it'd be positive. This patient had NF1. Okay, and so diffuse neurofibroma is the second most common type of neurofibroma in NF1 patients. You know, plexiform is the kind of sine qua non. That a diagnosis of plexiform NF, you are giving someone NF1. So don't ever make that diagnosis lightly. And then diffuse neurofibromas are very common in NF1 patients and sometimes coexist with plexiform. I've seen like plexiform neurofibroma with diffuse filling the space in between. But you can also get diffuse neurofibromas in sporadically in regular patients without NF1. If you see a diffuse neurofibroma that's really big and weird, though, that's the kind of time where I get a little more concerned and make sure that clinically they've done a good physical exam to make sure the patient doesn't have subtle NF1. Because not every NF1 patient is covered in neurofibromas. There's a variable penetrance, and sometimes people have deep plexiform NFs, and their skin looks basically normal, or they may have just a couple little neurofibromas or a few cafe au lait macules. So I've met patients like that where I was shocked. They're like, oh yeah, I have NF1. And I said, what? And they said, yeah, look, I've got a couple neurofibromas. And then they had a big deep plexiform one that had been diagnosed on imaging. So that was really mind blowing when I met a patient like that once a long time ago and really opened my eyes that not all NF1 patients are like the books show. Spindle cell lipoma is a great possibility too. They can really look neural. And I always say, if you think you have a neural tumor, but then it's S100 or SOX10 negative, the short list of differentials, I think of spindle cell lipoma, perineurioma, DFSP, and low-grade fibromyxoid sarcoma, because all of those have kind of a neural look, but are S100 negative.
Great, brilliant, very nice case. I really enjoyed it. That's very pretty and
yeah, it's beautiful, right?
Yeah, old-fashioned derm path morphology.
Old-fashioned, that's right.